Hey, YouTubers and friends, how are you doing tonight? Absolutely fabulous, I hope. Um, Tonight we have the Copperhead metal detectors with us, at least two of them. We have Trey and Joe. We'll talk a little about Flash Bash. We'll be giving away the sticker shirt tonight. So that's all queued up, ready to go, and who knows where else we'll go. So don't go away. You know what I'm going to say, right? We'll be right back. Hey, YouTubers and friends, thanks for joining us for another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live with ToledoJess, Dano, the Treasure Vixens, and I. All right, ToledoJess, Dano, Joe, Trey, Rose.
Ooh.
What's up, everybody?
Hi, guys.
Oh,
Dano's in
man.
the black. He must be. I know Dano has a real bad headache this evening, so.
Uh-oh.
That's not good.
We'll bear with them.
That's because we're going to be on.
Ask people in our chat. We have that effect on some people. Hang out with us. I saw Mark Thomas in there.
Yeah.
He knows all about it. He said, "Hey, Dre or Joe, whoever you are." It's already started. Very nice. Very nice.
Good old Mark Thomas.
That's right.
So let's say hi to our chat room here. GPU, how are you tonight?
We have
Dennis Hedrick, Eminem, how are you guys?
Mike, Melissa.
Hey, you guys is in the house.
Ooh, Nabity Designs. Is that Holly? What's up, girl?
Hey, Holly Rusty. Nice picker from your Take of That Prospecting bag. Rusty, Mike and Melissa. Oh, our Treasure Vixens flashing stickers.
Yep.
Oh, we got so many new stickers, you guys.
Hey, Ohio Relic Hunter, what's up?
I want to say something about the Monopoly board. Mike, Melissa, and,
oh my gosh, dude.
and Mrs. JP and JP put together. That was beyond the photo you showed me, Mike. I mean, like, it blew me away. And I know with who won it, it's going to be a part of Flash Bash for years to come. Okay. Sorry I did that to you, Rose. I appreciated the way you paid it forward to us.
Yeah.
But I felt like we shouldn't have it. Even though I spent $20 on tickets.
Yeah, right.
I felt.
Yeah, King and Queen, like, I honestly felt like I couldn't have gone to a better home. And like you said, we'll see it every year. We'll be able to play it every year. So
yep.
It was worth it.
Caitlin and Chris, they're very active with us. We see them all the time. They've been at every Flash Bash we've had.
They're in the chat room. Hey, Chris, Caitlin.
Oh, that's King and Queen of Stack.
Oh, that's Stacky. Wrong ones.
There's so many Kingdom, different kingdom, yeah.
Caitlin, I believe, comes
Kingdom.
as
You're so close.
Wrong king and queen.
You know how those kings and queens are. They all look alike to me. So.
Yep.
And my number one Flash Fammer Journey's in here. I hope you had an awesome birthday. It was while we were at Flash Bash. Kay's digging it. Good to see you.
Hello, Kay's digging it.
Hi, Kay.
Hey, Kay.
Mary
Monarch. Hello.
But I know who was first in line. I think it was that Joe Copperhead dude.
Yeah, he was there. I think he woke
checked in
up
like 1 o'clock this afternoon and see if I was late.
He was a little
Then
excited.
JP said never too late for Tuesday night Hangout Live. So, Bill Marsh, Ohio Relic Hunter, good to see you. Willie, I'm glad you're feeling better and made it
Yeah.
home safe. That was
Absolutely.
a cool cover bridge, though, you found. He said it's near Georgetown, too. So,
Yeah, we
In
found
Georgia?
he went scouting with us on Friday morning, and we found 2 bridges right next to 2 wooden bridges. So that's if we had made it out to fish, those were the 2 bridges we were going to take you to. That was just a better bridge. The other one was a little more dilapidated. So it was the nicer of the 2.
Hey, Thomas
cool.
Folks, how are you, buddy?
Lucky Ducky Thomas Folks, it was great seeing you there at Flash Bash. Now, I'm really surprised. Thomas, that reminds me. You did a video of the raffle and door prizes. Could you send me the file so I could look for one particular part of it for Run for the Hills Mining? And I'm not gonna sing it, Jesse. Nope, my voice.
Oh, why not? Why not?
Because it'd be like, oh, I'd sound like a 12-year-old kid before puberty. My
All
voice
right.
be cracking all over. I just know it. So it
Well,
ain't gonna happen.
Was it Monday morning? I woke up all hoarse.
Yeah.
I
I'm
believe
sold.
someone else took footage of that too, didn't they? Not just Thomas. Someone
Yeah.
else.
King Prospector, Chris,
Oh, okay. I'll have to talk to Chris.
did the whole thing. Yeah.
I took every bit of camera gear I have had, and I did not take anything except for a short video and a picture of ToledoJess, Dano, and I at the road cut at the waterfall. The road cut for the fossils that we never got out to either.
Yeah, right. Best laid plans of mice and men. Huh?
I'm glad I told everyone that's nothing set in stone. We didn't even do the skills contest thing that
Oh.
Dana was talking about.
No.
I brought silver, I brought gold, I brought all kinds of coins for it, but geez, I was squirrel the whole time. Here, there, over there, yonder.
The
Yeah,
Vixens-
here, check this out. People want us to make it bigger.
I don't know. I think the size of it's good enough.
I think so too.
We keep it small with 25 camps or so,
Yep.
give or take, besides ours. You
Right.
know, the crew and maybe VIP. But other than that, I don't know. I don't want some huge gold rush type thing where we have 2,500 through the weekend. Screw that shit.
That's hard to find a place.
That becomes a job. Well, it's already a job, but that becomes.
Well, now it's a job I love, you know,
Right.
like the show. If we have a huge, then it's too much like work
Yeah.
that I don't really enjoy.
More work than it already was because
It's the location too. We can't find a location that big to support that big of an outing.
Well, that's true too. That's true too.
Yeah,
Especially for the price.
Sorry, Troy.
No, I was just gonna say, metal detecting is the same way. We have trouble finding places big enough to have a group, even group of 10 people.
True.
So I can only imagine 2,500 or even 25 people in the same spot. So
You need a whole crew to manage that. You need.
Well, here's the reality of our flash bash. It's 25 campsites.
Yep.
Not 25 people.
With like.
Oh, how many people come and show up?
That depends. It's
Oh, we were full.
It's like prospect, one in their buddy, a prospecting buddy.
Yeah.
Or the family.
Oh, that's fun, yeah.
And
that's cool.
And then there were a couple additions to a couple of the sites. So, you know, some had 3, some had a whole family of like 5, 6. I think the Nabities were a family of 3. The
B3 was what, 4?
The Clarks, is it? Ellsworth.
Ellsworth, yeah.
The Carls.
Carl.
Yeah.
They were a family of 6.
Oh wow.
So,
A lot of people.
yeah, it was nice, but not too big.
It was perfect. It was perfect. The solution is what Jess has been saying for a while. Instead of making it bigger, you need to do 2 a year.
Oh Jesus, sis.
And we need to talk about that later after the show, after we say goodnight to everybody.
Yes, JP Carls.
The Carls, yes.
2 a year. Boy,
Great family.
we start working on this one, like we'll start working on next year here just in 2 or 3 months.
You think your hair's gray now? Just wait till you do a second one in the same year.
Trey, that's
gray.
why I'm glad I'm partially blonde. It hides my gray well.
I got the blonde hair too, so I can't. I'm good for a while.
A biannual event would be a heck of an undertaking. Yeah, it would, Willie. Twice a year. Oh.
I don't know. The crowd is calling for a second one to be done, guys.
I'm with the crowd.
Yeah.
An encore.
They've been calling for 2 a year since the first one.
They have.
So we've been fighting it, but I think we may have a solution then. We'll talk about it.
We could have like
We'll talk about it.
end of season at Black Sands every year or something.
Whatever it is, I agree.
Do it.
Yes. Yes. I don't think Ed agrees though.
Right, Mark Miller. 2 in 1 year would ruin the excitement. I agree with Mark. You know.
Well, see, there's a way to do it. We'll talk about it.
And Mike and Melissa says, go south.
Time out.
Time out.
Hi, Two Toes. What's up, Gary?
Hey, Gary, how are you doing? Smith's Gold, if you're back from baseball already.
1 east, 1 west, Gary says.
When I'm world famous like you, Gary, and find the gold you do, my friend, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or if I do as good as Bedrock Bennett, maybe. But I tell you, Trey, these guys, our friends in the motherland of California, there's some nugget shooting SOBs.
I think, hey, Ed.
Yes, sir.
I think we've already been west. Isn't it time for the west to come east?
We tried that, but that wonderful disease has stopped them from coming.
I know.
Yeah, or we would add Top Cat with us. But hey, there's always next year. I wink, wink.
Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
That means you just got to put the West Coast guys that are finding all those nuggets responsible for doing the second one in the year.
Yeah.
They got to do it. And then you just go and enjoy it. That's all that it is at that point. You're the VIP.
Kind of did
wow, that's hard to believe, Gary. Jeff beat Two Toes out last time.
In lead.
Oh,
In
lead. I didn't see that. Aha.
But wait, the true contest is who got the most nails.
Right. And were they square nails?
Right.
Oh, shoot. I bet I can beat you at all in that.
Yeah, me too.
I find plenty of those.
or better yet, boot tacks.
Oh gosh.
When I was on the hillside with Gary at Gold Mountain, where he found the first nugget before we even got down to the spot and took our backpacks off. I went back up on the hill with him. He's in one spot. I know why they call the guy Two Toes, and his logo has a mountain goat on it. He's like stuck right there. I'm sliding, and I'm finding boot tacks, and the guy pulls out another picker like 10 feet away from me. I'm like, I'm going back to the river, Gary. But that was a day I'll remember till I'm a senile old man. Oh wait, I might already be there until.
Hello, Lauren. Lauren O'Reilly.
I got my share of square nails detected in a late 1800s blacksmith and gunsmith shop.
No doubt.
I bet.
David, I've been practicing panning from my living room since the last Flash Bash, actually, and I'd say that I've improved about this much. About this much. And instead of going through the pan 3 times, I go through it 2 times.
There you go.
I go through it the 3rd time regardless, Rose.
Do you?
But
You
if
keep
you
it 3?
feel that confident, you go,
Yeah.
girl.
Well, the weigh-ins, because I'm ordering pay dirt or I'm winning pay dirt.
Well,
that's pretty much what I'm doing. And
Rose,
yeah.
what the first thing, what I was told, the first thing that I was told about panning and my dirt is keep panning until you can't find gold in it anymore.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Yes.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Because you keep finding, ooh, there's another one. There's another one.
Oh, there's one micron speck. I better pan through it all.
I better pan it again.
I was going to bring, I put the dirt back into the bags, right? I was going to bring in the bags and put them on a table and say like, how well did Rose pan her pay dirt and see if anybody could find anything, but I totally forgot it. I forgot it all while packing. So maybe next year.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. I want to see that, Rose.
Right. Yeah, that'd be a fun little experiment. And, I'd already gotten plenty enough to make me happy. So, anything else is winner chicken dinner for anybody else. And
right.
Yeah. It would be a little advertising for anybody who, I was pay dirt I had or anything like that.
Why don't we give away this shirt?
Let's give away that shirt, Ed. You remember the shirt, right? The sticker shirt. Everybody.
There's a sticker shirt. If you emailed your logo in time to ToledoJess, it might be on there. I see.
I missed a few.
I see Nancy, Ambient Girl, Treasure Vixen, our friend Gypsy Jules, Nabity Design, the hand. Our friend from Down Under, we got Nikki's channel there, and we have AU and Digging with Deej and iPan for Gold and Eminem and Luke Duke. The evolution of a detectorist right there, and wow, you have the first design of may you always have a flash in your pan. Wow. that's first generation of my designing stuff, you can tell, huh? Spyder Ace, Dream Mat, Mr. Lodak, world's greatest moderator, run for the hills. See, I told you, Rose.
Thank you. Still appreciate it.
Your glacial deposit of Ohio's upside down, Jesse. Yeah, Jason, Keith, J-Dubs, True North, Flower Gold Wizard, Snorkel Pirate, Relics and Stack Stones, Nikki Prospecting, Kevin Hubbard's is upside down too. But hey, that's what makes it unique and different and great. Just
perfect.
look at that.
Not upside down. It's the way it's supposed to be there.
No, that's how you designed it, huh? See,
A little artistic freedom.
there you go. There you go. So I have all the names. So let me.
And if anybody wants one of those sticker shirts, you can't get them.
They're limited edition.
Right.
There were
Collector
only,
item.
There were
Collector's
only
item.
2. That's
Right.
right, Terry. One was given away at Flash Bash, and this one is going now. So
But,
let me shuffle
Wait a minute,
these
man,
up.
before you go any further.
But wait,
But-
there's more.
If you want your own special sticker shirt, get a hold of me and we'll talk. It won't be a flash in your pan one, but it'll be your sticker shirt.
Right. That's a great idea, Jess.
Huh?
If you want a, let's say, KP Lawns and More big on the back, and then all your sticker friends on your shirt, we can work something out.
Just talk to Jesse. ToledoJess at AOL.com. You're as old as your email, Jesse. I love you, brother. But
My email.
I have to give you a hard time about that. All right. How many shuffles is enough? Think that's good? Okay, silence. That must be good.
It's good.
Thanks, Joe. All right, give me a countdown.
5, 4,
4, 3,
3,
2,
2.
1. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win?
Suspense is killing me. Man, that was a long spin.
That sure is. I'm getting dizzy. Sure. Mm-mm.
Oh,
Ohio Relic
right.
Hunter.
Congratulations.
Bill.
Relic Hunter. Wow. Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Bill. We could. I have your. Send me your address, Bill. I probably have it anyway, but please send me your address. And because one, I'm too lazy to go search Messenger for it. And I'll get this off to you. I don't know if I'll be at Fossick this coming weekend, depending on the weather. But if I'm and you're gonna go to the Swank West for Fossick, I could bring it then too if I go. If we go.
I plan on going if it's not bad weather.
Yeah, if it's not bad weather, we're planning on going, Dano. But if it's bad weather, we're not going.
And we'll try a day trip Saturday there.
Awesome.
Oh, I love
What?
that. I love that. I love that. I'll do
Let's
some-
put the shirt up for another raffle for your channel. I wear 2X anyway.
What was that?
What size is this?
It's an extra large.
It is an
Oh,
extra
no.
large.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, okay. You're the man, Bill. You're the man.
Way to share the love.
Very generous. Very generous.
What a guy.
Yes, Mark. Get a hold of me.
100% go for it. All right. Well, we'll figure out something for that here in the near future and go from there. I hope that everyone is doing well and feeling groovy. I'm doing very well, DB, since I had my nap after work. I I had people in front of my camp Saturday night till 3:30 in the morning, 4 in the morning. My problem was I was out with them until 3 or so. So, um, good times, good times.
I don't know. Dude, I don't know how you guys did it. I went to bed at midnight and I still felt awful the next day.
Because I was not drunk. I wonder how JP felt the next morning and some of our late visitors.
Yeah, I don't even know how they did it.
Benzo walking around the next morning. Holy crap.
Well, I saw Benzo walking like a zombie to the shitter that morning in his after dredge pants.
Mike said he was. Yeah, everybody put on their wild over the weekend, that's for sure.
He ran us off. No, I didn't. I just came out after hearing you guys get louder and louder and louder and louder. I'm in bed trying to lay down. They're right outside and it gets louder and louder. I go out and I just turn the porch light on and off 3 times. Then you hear Mike go, uh-oh. What do you say?
That's
Uh-oh.
the sign.
Dad says it's over.
You're gonna go to bed
Yeah.
before you get in trouble.
JP, he flashed the lights on us. Yeah.
Lights. Putting that fire pit in front of your place was your first mistake.
But I think they should have did that to heavy metal though. Heavy metal was like, yeah, I heard some stories. They were gonna drag me out and float me in the river and get pumps and fill my tent up. And you should have heard the conspiracies that were going on.
Stop.
Yeah, thank goodness everybody was too drunk to do anything for real.
Welcome back, Deej. Good show earlier, Deej, and it was a pleasure. A very my pleasure, totally, having you and Don with us. Don had a pretty nice. I'm interested to know the full cleanup of Don's clean out.
Deej, look at your shirt. I pressed it. Look how the colors popped out.
Oh yeah, they did pop, huh, Jess?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that looks really good.
Wonder what Deej is gonna do with that. Is it gonna be in her background from now on, or is she gonna wear it?
I don't know. But the colors popped out really cool on this once I
Good night, Gary. Enjoy your daughter, your time with your daughter. Thanks for dropping in, Two Toes.
Few more weeks, I'll be out there, Gary.
Oh, freaking lucky Dano going out there twice this year.
Yes, I am.
You work hard for it, Dano.
I work a lot of hours, and I want to go see my buddies out there.
I hear you.
The locals, as they call themselves.
W show. How are you tonight?
Dano, do you know who won your vintage gold panning kit?
You, wasn't it? I want to see what's in it after you paint.
I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna put it on the Rose Briggs channel.
Oh, I saw you nab it. You
won everything. You even won the Monopoly board. You was a trooper, man.
Gotta be in it to win it, guys. Gotta be in it to win it.
That sounds a little rigged, if you ask me.
Oh no, it was all on the up and up.
I didn't hand out those tickets, but I did win on a ticket that I handed out, and it was really awkward. Actually, I was like, nope, we need to pass it on. So.
What was was this a special Monopoly board? I've heard you guys mention it a couple times.
Oh, absolutely.
Good night, Gibbies.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, geez.
Flash Bashopoly. It was our
really
made after us.
And
that's
everything
awesome.
Like the hotels and the railroads and everything had names of people who were there.
That's so cool.
Pictures of it. You want me to send you pictures, Ed?
Yeah, email me pictures and I can share it.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
Oh, it was cool. It was. They put a lot of effort into this game. It is excellent. The game pieces are all little different pieces of like gems and minerals with figures on.
Oh,
Like a metal
wow.
detector on a stone, a gold pan.
That's really cool.
They had squirrel for jail, or jail little squirrel in there, because Terry, I'm the squirrel. So,
Who's that? I don't know. He was here a minute ago. Oh, he's way over there. No, wait, he's over there. Oh, no.
and we thought Bedrock Bennett was bad, huh?
And also, I want to welcome in our new LBPA members. Thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Heavy metal. Does it feel good to say it? You know, does it feel good?
You send it yet, Dano?
I think it's the sent, Ed. Check it out.
Okay, didn't get it yet. And Clark's, yes, I got your sticker. I shouldn't say that. These people will say, you know, there's a rule of 5.
That's right.
That's right. There used to be a rule of 3, but then we added 2, and they decided to make it a rule of 5. So, hey.
That's so nice.
All right, here's the board. Let me transition over. There's the board, the box. You can see the pieces right there.
That's so
Special
cool.
money made.
Awesome.
The cards were really great. But yeah, all the spaces were named after everyone who was there.
You see the corner with that in it, it says squirrel.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. What a special gift. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
I'll bring in that a little closer so you could see
Oh, that's
more of
neat.
it. See, there's the squirrel in jail there.
Metal detector there. And
Sam Horn Water, Flash Family Railroad. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
They aren't properties; they're claims on the board. They're not.
Yeah.
Claims, not property. And see Ron F. and Luke Duke.
That's
Crazy
really cool.
Lamp Lady and Naughty Dog Railroad. Unfortunately, they had to back out. Oh.
Mother load. That's awesome.
yeah, it was. I was just.
See Heavy Meadow. Now hey, Heavy Meadow, you gotta change your name back because it's on the Flash Monopoly board, Flash Bashopoly. But zoom that out. Let's see what else Dano said. There's, oh, here, let me get rid of my ugly mug in there.
Even the money's got our picture on it in the center.
Yeah, see, there's.
What? Wow. That's cool.
There's the money.
That's awesome.
Then the minerals and metals are like houses and hotels.
Ah, okay.
And then there's the property or claims cards with the mortgage value on them and stuff. And they did an absolute awesome job on it.
Yes.
It just blows me away. And now they're not sure what they're gonna do next year.
They've really raised the bar there.
Well, Mike and Melissa, they don't do nothing like this, creative like this, half-ass. Let me tell you.
Yeah, Terry, only 200 for the mother load. You believe that? Small mother load.
Right.
He already changed his name back.
That was quick. I don't he
I'm
have
back
two
in my
channels?
true colors. That's awesome.
Oh man, that's it. Still blows me away, Mike, Melissa,
Dude,
and
I'm just
Katie,
totally humbled by
all
this.
of you. It just blows me away. Thank all of you who showed up for Flash Bash. It was most excellent. You all
Well,
made it great.
Yeah.
This
Much built the place.
JP, the Bulldog says we already got some ideas for next year. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Also like to thank Goldclaw, iPamforgold.com, Ron for the Hills Mining, especially the OSPA, great people, all those, everybody who helped make it happen. Totally awesome.
The OSPA did great for us. They got the porta pots in there for us and brought a vehicle to haul trash off. They really helped out a lot.
Yes, definitely,
Tell you what,
definitely.
if somebody takes the time to separate them beer cans out of that trash, I'd be making a killing.
Kevin said the camp looked great. Don, the owner, said there were no problems whatsoever, even when we were up till 4 in the morning, keeping everyone else up. I think only one we were keeping up was Judy, because whoever else I talked to didn't hear us. So, or they
I heard you when I woke up.
didn't admit they heard us.
I heard you when I woke up at 3 in the morning, but I went back to bed.
I didn't hear a thing.
I slept like a baby.
Well, you was alcohol influenced.
Some sleepy time tea. That's what it was. Sleepy time tea.
I don't know, Willie. Location isn't determined yet. So far, it's been 3 years and 3 different locations. But the first one wasn't actually a flash bash, but the last two different locations. I don't know. Next year might be a little closer to you, Willie. Maybe. Don't know yet. Don't know.
We know we're working on it already, though.
Definitely. I was thinking about it before the weekend was over.
So was I.
Oh my goodness. All right. We're way past 8:30. Let's
I
bring
really
in our
appreciate your patience.
victims.
Yeah, thanks.
We really appreciate you being great and waiting, Joe, Terry, why we went through all this.
No, yeah, thanks for having us on. We're excited to be here. Honestly, I was kind of interested to hear about the Flash Bash.
You were good listening.
Yeah, I didn't see anything yet. And then the Monopoly board, that was amazing. So listen, I'm glad I got to see that.
It was strange, Terry. Last year, there were tons of videos. Tons. I think if you hashtag FlashBash 2020, you'll come up with several.
Yes.
If you do that in search. This year so far, there's Dire Gold Prospecting Ventures, DGP so far is the only one I think, and Nabity Designs.
Yeah.
Thomas did take a bunch of video.
Thomas has, but his is in editing, I'm sure. He'll be out with it within a week or two.
That just means people are having too good a time to worry about their camera.
That's
all
what happens, man.
Yeah.
Dude, you're just so overwhelmed, and you're moving from camp to camp, and you're supposed to go back to your campsite and pick something up for somebody, and you forgot it because you got distracted talking to somebody else, and there's just no time for filming. You're having too much fun.
Now, Rose, you were there last year and this year. This year has a different. You helped with us this year.
Yep.
Now, did you like the spread out, how last year at the Norris it was all spread out? Or did you like us being all within a fairly short walking distance like this year?
I love the short walking distance, but I'd say if we did it a short distance again, we should almost say this is the side for the quiet people and this is the side for the loud people. You know, like
That's never gonna work.
we
That
should,
won't work.
yeah, separate it a little bit.
Alcohol makes quiet people loud.
But I would much rather be close together with everybody. To be honest, it was personal and fun, and I liked being close to everybody.
Yeah.
My big brother's in the house. Hey, James. Ooh,
Hey,
excuse me.
what's up?
Nugget Brain Peterson, I got your box. Sorry I didn't get back a hold of you last night. I was beat. Had a long drive and a long weekend. A great long weekend that didn't last long enough, kind of, but boy, was I tired. Damien's in the house.
The nice thing was the rain held off for the weekend.
It worked out perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you that. Here we go, back to flashback. I tell you though, when it rained Thursday when I got there, guys, it was beautiful. Ask Willie. The creek was nice, clean, clear, low, a lot of gravels. Buckabilly was nice, a trickle, enough puddles to get a dredging or a high banker, but then it sprinkled here and there, then it poured on us and poured again. D just like, the next one looks bad, Ed. And that poured. And that one I had to retract my awning because some wind picked up. And then it calmed down and I walked straight to the river and I'm like, oh, beep.
Huh?
And we're snoring.
Yeah.
And it bummed me out, but I'm glad that property drains quick, cleans up quick. We were in the water the next day.
Mhm.
Yep. So back to our guests now.
Yeah,
All right,
sorry.
done. We're done.
We're here. We're here. Now I know why you were the squirrel. Okay, now I get it. I get it.
Next year, do not schedule a guest for after flashback.
I'm gonna try to find them now.
I was thinking of that the other day, Jesse.
Fair to our guests.
You're right, because last time it hit on a open line Tuesday and we just talked about Flash Bash all night.
Right.
So note to self, no guess after Flash Bash. Make it open line Tuesday, no matter if it's the last Tuesday or the first Tuesday.
You know, one thing I do appreciate though, that this is what's happening. It's taking less time off of us having to
Yeah, we're
talk. so
good.
much.
We're good.
The
Well-
pressure is down now, which is nice.
And I'm sitting here watching you guys. I'm sitting here watching you two. And I'm going, you know, these guys have been sitting here all this time, and they think they're getting off the hook.
Yeah. I was like, okay, here we go. We're almost.
Thanks.
Hey, this is the easiest interview we've ever done. Perfect.
Thanks, Ed. See you guys.
But just wait, there's more,
Yeah.
Joe and Terry. I wish I could just blow just the two of you up. Only one at a time. So
I don't know.
Keep us
You know, you want to break someone's computer screen? Go ahead, make us big. So. That's too much ugly for one screen. Oh, okay, there I am. Here we go. All right.
Good
No,
job, everyone.
we appreciate you guys having us on for sure. Even if we talked about, Flash Bash, we appreciate the opportunity. That's for sure. So
Well, like I told you, like we were talking about earlier, we're primarily gold prospectors. but at the same time, we dabble into other stuff, right? All the other things. Now, you're strictly metal detecting. We want
Right.
you to dabble into the rest of the treasures because it's all cool. It's all fun. It's all great.
Absolutely.
Till
Yeah.
we get a hold of them, then they'll be.
I love watching metal detectors when they find stuff. You know,
We'll change.
I'm sure they get the same feeling that we get when we find gold. You know, get that little bit of fever.
100%. And I'm speaking for myself, but you know, Joe, you can chime in too. For us, because you know, we're like I said, Joe and I, we haven't even found a piece of gold. So I'm sure when we do that, we'll have to bring an extra pair of underwear because those are going to be pretty soiled. But for us, you know, we like to find the historical stuff because, and that's our treasure. So, you know, you find something from the 17 or 1800s, your mind gets going about like where it's been and how it got there.
Wow.
Yeah, and like Joe, I mean, your Civil War plate, you went deeper into that to figure out who probably ended up owning it at one point, you know? So for us, like, and I don't know about how it is with the prospecting or anything along those lines. Like, if you find the nugget, how much it's worth. Ours is like sometimes it's not worth a shit. Like, right? It's not worth anything, but it's like the historical value to it. You know, it's cool to dig something up with such a story behind it. Even like a button off of someone's coat back in the 1800s.
And like when you find a nugget or gold, the thing about that is you're the very first human being that's ever seen that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Since it was placed
That's
there
super
by
cool.
Mother Nature.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, sorry, Terry, I do have to say, the times I found Indian arrowheads in my classifier or tailing, that is about as exciting as finding a nugget
Yeah.
or a picker or.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because that's way older than the stuff that we're finding with our metal detector, right? And to think about what those people were doing when they dropped that arrowhead or the spearhead or whatever tool it was, that's really cool. So we always, I mean, we have pretty like heavy Native American movement around here. So Joe, I mean, we're always like when we're walking through a field, we're just like always scanning, but we can't seem to find any arrowheads or anything Native American yet. But it will come. It's all over the place.
Deej just said, Terry, someday I will find an arrowhead and so
That's
will
right.
you. I've
That's right,
never
Deej.
found one in the field though. I found shards and chips, heat treated stuff too, but only time I've ever found a full blown arrowhead was while prospecting.
Yeah, so and it's funny because we have friends. I almost hate having friends in the you know in the hobby because they're always sending you crap that they find, and you're like, where is this stuff? But we have there's some pretty heavy you know traveled Native American areas that they're finding beautiful arrowheads.
Pirate Paul goes out and finds 5 a weekend like it's cool.
Yeah, PA Pirate, Charlie does it. Mike over with
Copper Poppers.
the Copper Poppers. They, you know, they find all sorts of Native American.
And we're
huh?
I said we're still looking.
Yeah, we'll find it though. I love Deej's attitude.
You got to think of it like this too. The way you guys use your metal detectors, you know, it takes you a while to get the ear for it, right? Hunting for arrowheads is the same thing. You have to get the eye for it. Where you actually
train your eyes, yeah.
where you actually can see them. Because you probably pass over, well, you know, more than you know. You just don't have the eye to spot it.
Yep.
Like me picking up, you know, a metal detector. I'll be honest with you. If I had the help of Two Toes and everybody else out there out west, I wouldn't have found those nuggets. I would, you know. Let me rephrase that. I may not have found all 3 of them, you know.
Yeah, it was Gary that said, hey, there's one right there. The one that hit your shovel or whatever it was it hit.
Because he would take my metal detector, swing over, he says, yeah, right there and right there. Boom.
Yeah.
But you know, that again, you gotta learn it, right? So I'm learning my metal detector.
It's like, have you guys ever been morel hunting, mushroom hunting?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's same thing. When I was little, I would go out with my dad all day, and he could find big groups of them, and I'd be standing right on top of them, and I couldn't see them. You know, I got better with time after your eyes kind of adjust and know what you're looking for. But
Right.
with metal detecting, it's almost like you got to learn the detector's language
Right.
because everything it's saying, it's giving you information about what's in the ground, and after you use it and hear it over and over again, you can kind of learn what the metal detector's trying to tell you, because you can hear a high tone that is super loud, and you're going over and over and over it, and you're like, okay, that's the way that it's screaming at me, okay, that's a pop can. But you can also hear a same high tone, but it's like a little more quiet, a little smaller, and you're like, okay, that's probably a coin or whatever it may be. So you learn to figure out what it is before you even dig it.
And
Now,
Trey always makes the call what it is, and he's always wrong.
I do try to Babe Ruth it every single time, and I'm never right. But
So close now.
you know what?
You know, swing, right?
Actually, the first time that we went metal detecting, Joe, do
Yeah,
you remember I said this is an Indian head penny?
I do actually.
And I even said the year of the Indian head penny.
That was 1 out of 2,000 plugs.
Listen,
No.
hey,
He's not going to tell you the rest of the story.
no, I don't know what you're talking about. But so you can, yeah, you can get. I get lucky every now and then. But again, it's just like you got to learn your craft. Like
Right.
there's no way I could hop into a river with a pan and know what the hell I'm doing. You know what I mean? So I could try, but I wouldn't find anything more than rocks. What'd you say, Joe?
We look like two idiots sitting in the water.
Yeah, absolutely.
You find anything yet? Nope. You? No.
But that's what and I respect that about you guys. I mean, being able to sit out there and be able to find those nuggets like you guys do, it's pretty incredible. So
It's it's learning what you're doing, but it's also luck. Same with,
yeah,
A lot of luck.
It's lots of luck. But you gotta steer yourself towards that luck. You know,
exactly.
it's not gonna come to you. You gotta go to it. So you gotta get yourself to that luck. In other words, you gotta be able to read the river. You gotta know what to look for to get lucky enough to find those things that you're looking for. You know,
Yeah.
luck is a big part, but really knowledge. I imagine you do a lot. I guess you do a lot of research. We do too.
Yeah.
And most of us treasure hunters and whatever form of treasure, we do research. What do you use? What do you do?
So it's different, and Joe, you can kind of use some stuff that you use in Connecticut because it's even different from state to state. But I study. There's a particular map here, and I study it, and I try to know every single curve on that map, and it's from the middle of 1800s, around 1850, 1851. But the good thing about that is it shows you where all the homesteads were at that point. It shows you schoolhouses, it shows you shops. But what I'll do, and I've tried it before, it doesn't necessarily always match up, but you can take it and put it over Google Maps also and kind of like mirror those and make one map a little more see-through than the other, so you can really figure out where those old spots are. And then once you do that, obviously, you know where the hot spots may be, and then you got to go out and just walk the land or drive the roads and meet the people that are there, and they either tell you, yeah, try it, or kick rocks. And we've gotten both. So but that's the biggest thing. And there's a specific area I've really been doing a lot of research, and that's part of the cool thing about it, because once you start digging in and finding old articles about the hotels that used to be there, or the boarding schools, or I'd never heard of it, but there was on the map, there was a hydropathic institute from 1850. So this area, I guess they would just go and let the water just like drip on them because they thought it had healing properties.
Right, the minerals.
Okay, Chinese water torture for therapy.
Yeah, exactly. Little did they know it was just driving them crazy.
Along with next we'll try electroshock therapy.
Oh god. But yeah, so I mean, I mostly look at the maps, and then once I find a nice area, I'll try to look for even further clues about what was happening in the area. And then the hard part is getting the permission.
Permission.
Yeah.
Permission. The dreaded permission.
Yeah.
That's
That-
hard to, you know, and it seems to be everybody's problem because a lot of times you have to go on other people's land, like bottle dump or dump digging, you know, on old homesteads and stuff. You got to go over across somebody's land, so you got to. Hey, is it okay if I go dig in your old 1800s dump back there? You know,
Yeah, the
right.
1800s.
where's your old dump at? You know, because they don't know.
No, they have no clue.
Right.
But, you know, a lot of those privies and stuff, you got to dig pretty deep, and the hole's pretty significant. But
Yeah.
it's
Have
worth
you-
it if they'll let you.
Yeah, man.
Do you ever go out hunting just for privies?
No, so we
Just
know
like, hell no, I'm not gonna dig in someone's old.
no.
we
We kind of met up with the copper poppers at a hunt last year in Pennsylvania, and they were sitting by the fire with us talking about pervs being trailed. Like, what the hell are you talking about? We had no idea what it was. So
mhm.
they kind of that whole entire night really got us intrigued on what they were doing. So we haven't done it yet, but we really want to hook up with them and get it done. Sounds like a lot of fun.
So they do just privies.
They do everything. They're metal detect. They do whatever.
Yeah,
My-
they'll metal detect, they'll privy dig, yeah. So they're a big bottle collector.
Back home in Washington, I met this guy. All he did was dig privies.
Hmm.
He came to my friend my friend Dan Gallagher's house. Says, "Mind if I look for the privy on your property?" He already like researched the property, knew it was an old house, and Dan's like, "Yeah," and he went to this indentation in the ground, and he goes, "This looks like it was one of the privies," and sank his rod into it. You could hear it tap on a bottle.
Hmm.
Laid out a tarp and started digging. Pulled out some beautiful embossed bottles. I've heard people pulling out guns and money stashes and stuff. Guess it's
So
like
cool.
Jeff Williams hiding the gold in the honey pot.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You find some incredible bottles, obviously, but you never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah,
I've seen some awesome coins.
False teeth, didn't they?
Huh?
Didn't they dig false teeth?
Yeah. So one of them even tried them on. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Who-
Yeah. I did see a couple of questions. Mr. Lodock said, who makes the Plug Life merch? Actually, I designed these. So every Wednesday we do a show about metal detecting and treasure hunting also. So if you guys want to come to our channel and check it out, it's at 8 o'clock as well. But every Wednesday we do a show called Plug Life, and we do a freestyle for an hour, or we have somebody come on and talk about metal detecting, or we've had shark teeth hunters, we've had divers, we've had everything on there. So it's the same thing, like you guys said, we're interested in any kind of treasure hunting. We don't necessarily do it all, and if we had the time we probably would.
I
But,
hear you there, brother.
Yeah, but you could at least live vicariously through other treasure hunters as they kind of explain what they do. We had a guy on named Matt, and he's a diver, and his story was amazing. He does like black water diving and all sorts of stuff, but he's legally blind. So he'll try to find like shark teeth and stuff like that, but he can't see any, like he really can't see like very far in front of his face. So to hear that, I'm like, I wouldn't even dive in there, and I can see perfectly fine. Let alone use my hands to find shark teeth and stuff. No way. Not now, not never. But it's really cool to hear, their stories and that sort of stuff. So I'm sure you guys share the same thing when you have all your guests on too.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the fun part about doing a show like this is meeting these different people that do different types of treasure hunting and learning from it, and hopefully getting into it myself. I like different stuff.
Yeah.
Trying to find this question I saw here a minute ago.
Well, that's interesting. John Henderson said that he always focuses on one contour line up from a water source. Lots of places were never on maps, and that's true too. Once you get like in a specific
I think
spot.
that was Bill Marsh, Ohio Relic Hunter, who asked that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Henderson was talking about the Cherokee Square.
Oh,
Cherokee
that was
Gold
Bill.
Nuggets.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Sorry, that's my fault. Sorry, Bill. But yeah, that's a good point.
Mark Thomas asked.
Oh, here we go. Glad he's picking up you tonight, buddy, not me. He's leaving me alone.
So yes, Mark. He's asking a question he already knows the answer to, but since not a lot of people know us, I will entertain his question. But yeah, so Joe and I and a couple of other people were metal detecting a field, but it was what, January?
Yeah, it was cold.
So it was freezing cold outside. We're in New Jersey, and we had probably an inch and a half maybe of permafrost on the top layer, so it was like extremely hard to get through. Earlier, Joe, you were trying to dig and broke your shovel.
I broke my shovel right in half.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's just how hard it was. But we were probably 3/4 of the way through, and I get a tone on I use a Mine Lab Equinox. And this is a field where people have been farming it and hunting it forever. And shotgun shells ring up 15 or 16. So I get a 15 and 16 going back and forth. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to dig through an inch and a half of permafrost to get a stupid shotgun shell. But I try to dig every single good tone that I possibly get. So I'm like, here we go. So I start digging, and I'm just like, I got a big boy shovel. Like, it's not a little thing. And I'm just like jamming it into the ground, trying to get past the permafrost. And I finally get it up, and it's in the plug. I flip the plug over. It's in the plug, and I'm looking for it. And like the plug's this big, and it's like right here. And I'm like, okay, I'll just chop this side off. So I use the shovel, and I chop that side off, and I look at it. And all I can see in that plug, like right where I chopped it, was a beautiful trime that I had hit with the shovel. And obviously it was the first trime that I'd found. And
what is a trime?
Yeah, what is a trime?
I'll show you. Hold on, I got it right here because
treasure porn.
I cry every time I look at it. But
we'll pin you up for this.
So a trime in the mid 1800s came out as a 3-cent coin that's made out of silver. So they're pretty tough to find. You can tell how small it really is. It's hard to see, but I love the design on it. If you guys can ever look up the actual design of the coin itself. But here's my pinky, and that's how big it is. So, but yeah, this is 1852. And the part that, and I don't know if you can see it, probably not because it's so little, but the part that I chopped off was the actual date. But I did find the sliver that I had cut off.
Wow.
But it's a beautiful coin. It's about the size of your pinky nail, so they're really hard to find. And
It's a 3-cent coin.
Yeah, it's a 3-cent coin.
It's smaller than a dime. That reminds me of the Mexican fantasy token that's gold, Jesse.
Yeah.
Marcus Million. gold coin from Mexico. It's about the size of your pinky nail.
Right. My dad used to bring those up from Mexico. Used to be able to buy it really cheap.
Trey, Mark Thomas says metal detecting a two-piece trime is better than none.
That's, you know what? That is very true. That is very
He
true.
did start
You would
that
have
with
to, right?
"I'm jealous." So
You know what? They are. I'm very grateful to find it. I just wish that I wasn't the one who broke it in the
Yeah.
two pieces. But it is what it is. You know.
Right.
well,
Yeah.
it isn't like it was like a gold eagle
You're
and
right.
you cut it in half with your shovel.
Yeah, I didn't just destroy $1 million coin or anything like that. So I'm okay with it.
Live though, it was like he dropped to his knees, and I was ready to get the tissues. It was bad.
I was like devastated.
I kind of like turned around in slow motion.
I was devastated. But yeah, it's about half dime, like a half dime size. Yeah, that's true. 2 millimeters smaller than a $1 gold coin. I didn't know that.
So check this out. Now I know what a trine is. I know its size. What an educational show we have.
See, that's right.
You know? I never even knew that a 3-cent piece.
You know, another coin that also I didn't know existed till metal detecting.
Yeah, neither one of us did. He found this about a month ago.
Oh,
I have
more
it.
treasure porn.
I have it tucked away, but it's another. Oh no, let me. If we want the porn, I'll get the porn. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, our audience loves the treasure porn trade.
Oh shoot, that's my. I have them all displayed, so I gotta get it out of here. But this was another one that I thought I would never find. Also, a 3-cent coin made in the 1800s. So these are really, really tough to find.
Hey, girls.
Hi, girls.
Hi girls.
Man, they give bear hugs like no other.
It was so much fun.
I had a Carl bear hug by 4 girls, and man, they about squeezed me. I mean,
That's the best kind of hug right there, the bear hug.
oh yeah, it was great.
Prospector, what are you up to tonight?
Hey,
We just
Chris.
Yeah.
All right, treasure porn. Back to
So he said, Ohio Relic Hunter Bill. He said 3-cent nickels on my bucket list. So this is what we're talking about right here. Another tiny, tiny coin with 3 Roman numerals on one side and then Lady Liberty on the other. It's a
I
beautiful.
have that coin somewhere.
Yeah, it's a beautiful coin, but they're super hard to find. So also 3 cents, but they're not made out of silver. It was like a nickel alloy, I believe. But super hard to find. We were out with Maddie's Adventures or Digging Adventures and Maddie.
Oh, Maddie.
Yeah, we're out. Yep, and
His dad too.
Yeah, so we were out metal detecting with them, and they were gracious enough to bring us to like this park that they like to hunt. And they were sitting next to each other. They had just got done digging a hole and they're taking a break. And I come walking up and I'm like, and I'm probably this far away from them, and I hit this tone, and it's like an 8 or a 9 on a Equinox, which is really low. And mostly when you hit an 8 or a 9, it's like 10 foil, like it's trash. So, but I dig it anyways, and it turned out to be a 3-cent nickel, which is I love. I've never even seen anyone dig one. So again, they're not worth tons of money. Like I'm not rich because of it, but it's like really cool to find.
It's I mean it's your own treasure. I mean it's rich to you. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Digging with Teej said she dug her first 3-cent nickel for the first time in 2020.
That's cool, Teej. That's awesome. I didn't even know they existed. I think I saw the Hoover Boys dig one once, but they're tough to find and they just are a crappy tone, so no one ever digs them. Yeah. But yeah, so you find some stuff like that that's really special to you. You know what I mean?
It's really cool. I watched your show from, well, I imagine it was last Wednesday. And I was looking at who was in your chat room, and there's a lot of our friends in your chat room too.
Yeah.
You got Ambient Girl.
Love her. Yeah. Love Nancy.
Who doesn't?
Well, I saw Lewis. Well, I saw Hal Relic, and he was in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed there was quite a few people in there. That's cool.
Deej hangs out with us every now and then.
He's digging.
Yeah, Kay does.
Of course, Mark Thomas.
Mark Thomas, which is he keeps the chat going a little feisty, so I can always appreciate that.
Like a stalker, though.
Oh gosh.
It's kind of cool that all these different channels that we have here blend in with, with the same people enjoying the same type of content.
The hand, man. The hand.
Man. So you've been doing your show now, what, for about a year?
Probably right about a year. Yeah. I think at the end of last year, was it the end of last year, Joe, where we thought about doing the live stream and people started to enjoy it. So we were like, you know what, let's keep it going. It's fun. We get to meet a lot of people, which is really nice. And the chat's like the best part, learning about people and bringing them in and meeting them is awesome and amazing. But as we go through, and if the chat's like going through and they're all saying stupid or funny or anything, it's just like they always pick on one of us too.
Yep.
Mostly Joe, I would say. Actually, I get it a lot too. I think me and Joe actually get it most out of the group, but Joe gets it quite a bit.
I do get it quite a bit.
Oh, there's Mark and Angela. Hi, guys.
What's up, guys?
So, but the show is really fun. So if you guys, if anybody in here wants to hang out with us on Wednesdays at 8, it's on our channel too. So we do something really similar. It's not as well run as Flash in Your Pan. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, Mark.
You guys look so good. Ours is just like.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The 22nd of this month will be 4 years straight.
Oh, that's awesome.
Without missing a Tuesday night.
Seriously, 4 years without missing one?
Without missing a night.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, ask Jesse. I'm terrible about it. The show must go on Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Super Bowl Sunday, when other shows cancel, not Tuesday night Hangout Live.
And I'm feeling really bad. Oh, take it.
Oh, suck her up. I feel like shit. Come on.
We're big babies sometimes. We've canceled a couple, but not too many. But that's impressive. 4 years without missing a Tuesday.
Yeah, if you cancel, I usually try to run it. So
yeah. So
I've got to the point where I actually claim, and I haven't been disputed yet, and I don't think I can, for being the longest running live treasure hunting live stream on YouTube.
That's awesome.
Submit it to the Guinness Book of World Records. See what happens. That would be cool.
Not even close.
There's gonna be some guy with 6 subscribers who's been doing it for like 10 years.
Just talking to himself for an hour and a half.
Really? No one in this live chat, but still.
All he says, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Oh gosh.
So at this point, so you've been videoing though, but you've been doing YouTube for what, a couple years, right?
Yeah, probably 2 years now.
What got you?
So when I first started detecting, I used the bounty hunter, and that's what I got into it with. And then I lived in Kansas City, so I'm from the Midwest. And when I moved out here, it really opened my eyes about just the potential of how much history is really here. And that's really what I was going after. So I upgraded to a little an ace, and I started hunting some of the areas, and I met a really awesome guy that I'm friends with now. His name's Clay. And at first, I was posting in the same Facebook town groups as he was to try to get metal detecting permissions. I was like, this sucker is trying to take my permissions away from me. So I immediately didn't like him. I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but I don't like him. But then eventually I reached out to him and, you know, I was like, hey, man, we're trying to find spots in the same area. Would you like to just, you know, gang up and, you know, go metal detecting together? And it turns out we're the same age. My name's Trey. His is Clay. And our birthdays are like 5 days apart. Like it
Wow.
was crazy. We were meant to go metal detecting together, but we were out in the fields and we started finding some pretty good stuff. And we're like, you know what? Why don't we just, and we've been fans of some channels already for a while. So we're like, why don't we just start doing it for fun, you know? And we're sitting and we're like, the main thing we're both pretty new into metal detecting. We really wanted to find copper coins. So we're like, okay, we got to find, you know, like what is our like clever name? So we're like, oh, we always have coppers on our mind. So we, you know, use copperheads. And obviously we use the snake, but it has a double meaning for large copper cents. So then the first time we did it and we went out and metal detected, I found my first silver, which is a seeded Liberty dime from the mid 1800s. And then I found a Liberty or a cat bust dime, which is like even earlier. And that was like one of our first 2 videos. And it's been history ever since. Every time we go out metal detecting, we do some sort of filming or another. But again, there's times like Rose was saying where you're having too much fun, you're talking to a bunch of people and you don't even realize it. Or like Joe, you're Real when you found your Real.
I didn't tell anybody.
You don't even think about it because you're so excited. You're like so pumped.
Yeah.
And I go to Joe and we're like celebrating. I'm like, dude, you got to send me the video. Did you take video? He's like, oh, no. I was like, no. But that's not really what it's about. You know what I mean? It's about finding those cool things and having those memories. Because even to this day, the first thing that I found from the 1800s was a flat button with a little flower design. And I'll never forget how excited I was. Never. Yeah, never forget it. I called my dad because he's into metal detecting too. I was like, yeah, look what I found. And he was super pumped for me too. And I mean, and pretty much any like significant find that I have up there in my display cases, like I know exactly when I found them and where I was and
Oh yeah.
what I was using and who I was with. It's awesome.
So you said your dad metal detector. Is that something you grew up doing? Did your dad do it when you were a kid, and that's what got you into it, or what?
No, not really. So I wish I would have known about metal detecting when I was a kid. So
Don't we all?
yeah, we walked the creeks. So we would walk the creeks all the time and look for fossils.
Ooh,
So
cool.
and then like I said, we would morel hunt all the time growing up. But that like the fossil hunting is like really what got me into it. Growing
Wow.
up, I wanted to be like either a paleontologist or archaeologist, and I grew out of it and thought I was too cool for it going through high school and college. But now looking back, I'm like, you idiot, you should have just done it. But that's like, you know, got me into that like finding treasure mode. And then after like towards the end of college, I found out about metal detecting. And then, you know, right after I graduated, I bought a bounty hunter and tried it out and loved it ever since. So I've been stuck. But then I got my dad into it actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Really quick, let me say hi to somebody. Hello, Scuba Sonia. How are you tonight?
Oh, hi, Sonia.
She's popped in to say hi. She's got work to do. Can't stay long. But glad you stopped in anyways. And there's Ottis Farris.
Ottis. And we don't know yet, Ellsworth. Sometime next year.
They're already waiting for next year.
Chances are it'd be in June. Probably the first weekend of June, huh, guys?
Yeah, it's usually where we have it.
Or this fall.
Oh, Rose.
Yeah, let it go.
It's worth a try.
It's always worth a try. What about
Um,
wait a minute. Joe's been sitting there not saying anything.
Yeah, get Joe into it.
It's normal. I mean, that's what traders does all the time. I told you, I can sit here and just smile and wave and say hi to the crowd.
I told you I get crap for talking way too much, so I try to shut up sometimes.
Trey left his Joe, so I'll let Trey talk. I'm good.
No, we want to hear about Joe now.
Please.
Detective Joe.
Okay, I got a question for the both of you, and we can start with Joe.
Uh-oh.
You guys have found some bucket list finds already, but what else do you have? What is your mecca? What is the thing you're looking for all the time, hoping to find?
To be honest with you, that's such a hard answer because anything I find means something. I mean, everybody wants the gold coin. Everybody wants this. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'm happy to find a button. I mean, a button tells a story. It doesn't matter to me, honestly.
Yeah.
I've gotten some amazing finds last year, and they're going to be hard to beat, but I just enjoy the hobby. And honestly, I don't care what it is.
Right on. I like that. I like that attitude.
Yeah, I think if you haven't found one yet, usually like a gold coin is on the top of everyone's metal detecting list. If I had to put something on, that's it's tough. If I had to put it on, I would say, and someone said this about food. Someone said, "What's your favorite food?" And they said, "I don't know. I haven't tried it yet." The thing about metal detecting is you continually learn about things that you need to find and you put on your bucket list. So I don't know, but I will say George Washington inaugural button is probably like very high on my bucket list. That's one thing that multiple people have found, but it's got a really cool history to it, and it's more of a possible find for me, especially where we're at. And then I would say like big dream is maybe they have these someone just found one in Connecticut. They have a early what is it, the what's that hammered coin, the oak tree shilling.
Yeah.
So they have the oak tree shilling oak tree shilling that is like 1600s early coinage.
Pine tree.
Oh, pine tree shilling. But that's like pipe dream. I'm not going to find one of those. But George Washington inaugural button is definitely up there. That's for sure.
Is that what you call a GW?
A GW. That's right.
That's the one.
Can I see a video where one of you guys found one?
Pine tree shilling.
Pine tree shilling. Yeah. Someone had just found one recently in Connecticut. Do you know him, Joe?
No, no.
Yeah. I have one of my stores that I work with, Joe, in Connecticut. Their manager is one of their it was one of his customers, so he texted me. He was like, "Did you see what Richard found?" I'm like, "Yeah, I saw it." That's crazy. But yeah, pine tree shilling. It's an amazing coin. But yeah.
So okay, here's a hypothetical. I love hypotheticals. If you guys could eliminate only one thing that you never had to dig again, never ever had to dig again, what would it be?
Go, Joe.
Oh, put it on me. I was waiting for you to answer first.
Shoot, there's a couple right off the top of my head I know that I would get rid of. What are you gonna get rid of?
I don't know. I'm thinking, man. That's a tough question, actually.
For me, it's either the bottle cap or the pull tab. Both of those freaking things. Yeah, I see some Randy put pull tabs in there too. Whoever created the metal detector, I think had like a very cruel sense of humor, because gold and pull tabs ring up the exact same. And you find way more pull tabs than you find gold. That's for sure.
There's something about, we don't really find pull tabs, so we kind of get lucky. We don't dig a lot.
Collectors, or is it just sounds like they're just in the coins?
No, you're not just in the coins, right? You're just in the relics in general, right?
Yeah, relics, anything. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you find a lot of coins.
The cool thing about we find tons of relics too. The cool things about coins is that you can specifically date them. You know what I mean? Same with like buckles or buttons. It's pretty. If they have some like detail, you can date and figure out exactly where they came from too. Those are really cool. But the thing we don't find a lot of is like military relic. You know, wise. I've only found a couple Civil War things, and I don't know if I've even found anything Revolutionary War related. But
I have.
yeah. Well, that rose. Are you talking about the?
Oh, well, that and the belt plate, Civil War belt plate I have.
Oh, yeah,
Belt
yeah, yeah.
buckle would be a great find, or like a
Yeah.
breastplate.
Yeah. So Joe's found a box plate,
Yeah, I found a box plate last
a
year.
US box plate, which is really cool. I actually found a Dragoons cuff button. So the Dragoons were like half half riflemen, half why am I they rode horses, cavalry. They were half cavalry. So, and those are pretty tough buttons to find. But other than that, military is really tough. And Civil War bullets up here are tough to find too. But relics are fun to find too, because the story behind those can get even deeper. You know.
So do you guys ever hunt battlefields or anything like that?
I wish.
Yeah.
So where do you mostly hunt at?
Um.
A lot of colonial fields.
Yeah. So, Joe, you do. I saw someone say in there, Joe, you do in the woods a lot with the cellar holes.
Cellar hole guy in Connecticut. So yeah.
Yeah. So that's a big one for them.
He doesn't like being in the woods, so it doesn't happen for him.
I just hate swinging in the woods. But so he does a lot of cellar holes. I do farm fields, like old houses and old farm fields. That's where they spent most of their time. You know, they weren't inside playing video games like I am now. They were out there working in the fields and doing stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or on live streams, they were out there working. So that's where you find all the stuff. So I love fields because you could swing for maybe 30, 45 minutes to an hour and not find one thing. But once you hear something, most likely it's going to be something good if it's a good field. But like a house permission, it's very trashy and you got tones all over the place. So it's a little different. But I enjoy doing both.
So I find I get excited when I find toy cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something about finding old Hot Wheels and stuff. You know.
Saturday. Oh, can't see the green screen. Oh yeah, you can. Tootsie Toys.
Yeah, Tootsie Toys are cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the older toy cars. No, those are fun too.
The Tootsies, yeah.
Yeah. I like we've
yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Bedrock Bennett's cousin found a flintlock pistol not too long ago.
That's so cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. The same guy who found the GW button also found a boot pistol as well, which is really cool.
Nice, nice.
Terry said, "Have you ever found a S snake buckle?" No, but someone that we're really good friends with on Long Island, they found one while we were there. I think we were there, but we personally, Joe, you haven't either, have you?
What's that?
A snake buckle?
No, I have not. Got it.
What is a snake buckle, guys? Is it a buckle with a snake on it?
Yeah, pretty much. It's two intertwining snakes that form a buckle, and most of the time it's military related. So, but I've never found one. I've never even done the research on them. But they're really cool designed buckles, that's for sure.
We have Matt from Gone Digging joining us.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I want to go megalodon teeth hunting with that guy or dig a pit with him someday.
I know. Tell me about it.
When I expect a phone call or a message, Matt, if I'm ever in Virginia.
Oh yeah, I'd love to come over to your house, Chris. Dig up all them. He's found 20 Hot Wheels so far in his yard.
A lot of Hot Wheels. What's up?
Oh,
It all started because of Dano. He says there used to be he said in his yard. He said there used to be a sandbox over there. I put try over there. You know, I went over there and I found a parking lot.
He did have a blacksmith,
Like this,
a
this is
blacksmith shop on that property too.
Right.
oh wow. That that blacksmith must have loved Hot Wheels, huh?
That's on another corner of the property.
Huh?
That's on another corner of my property. My garden's where the blacksmith shop is.
Oh,
And, I found all kinds of hand beaten stuff. I even found a trigger guard off a musket out there.
wow.
I
That's awesome.
did find a silver quarter underneath the clothesline though.
Yep. That's hey, that's good spots to go.
That's what I was thinking, you know. I lose coins all the time in the dryer. So who's to say back in the day, she wasn't hanging up hubby's pants and drop out some coinage.
Right.
Right.
Always clean your pockets out before you put your pants in the laundry, or you'll lose what you have in there. It's fair game. It's fair game.
That's true, and I lose a lot of coins in there. That's for sure. So, but yeah, for the lines, shoot, that's where I head first if I see that there used to be an old one on there. Why not?
I think that's pretty much where I went and spent a lot of the day.
You hardly moved. You probably didn't move more than 3 feet from that area.
I had a lot of targets. Quarters, nickels, dimes, pennies.
You know, one good piece of advice that was given to us when we've done 2 metal detecting videos now, was to take our magnets with us. And when you start digging that hole, drop your magnet in there to pull out, you know, your
the iron
nails,
stuff.
yeah, and all that, and get that out there. And I think that could save a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Our friend Gary Two Toes, he does that nugget shoot. It pulls out. He has an Apex axe, I believe, and it has a magnet on it. So if you're digging a target, it will pull out any square nails, boot tacks, whatnot. And
That's a really good idea. We haven't done that, but I can tell you, there's been certain houses, Joe, right, where you're digging one target and you got 30 square nails in the same hole as that target. So you got your pinpointer going wild all throughout, and you're just like, what the hell? But it's just square nail after square nail after square nail.
Yeah, stick one of Rose's magnets down there. Pull out.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It was pretty much one of our videos. It was like we just spent so much time on a hole that we got so frustrated we plugged it back up. We were done. there could have been treasure in there, but we couldn't take it anymore. And a lot of people said, "Hey, use your magnets. Use your magnets." So
yeah, that's a really good idea.
Never even thought of that, actually.
Gold Pro Unlimited said, "Find any Morgans." You know what? No one's found a Morgan with us yet. I mean, we found plenty of we found barbers and seededs and not necessarily dollar coins, but we found cap bust coins, old copper coins, you name it, we found it. But I don't know if anybody's found a Morgan yet, which is pretty strange. I got a ton of them in my other room. If you guys want to buy some, but that's about it.
You might end up getting a message from GoPro Unlimited.
Really?
Jeff, he likes his Morgans.
Me too.
Jeff, shoot me a message. I got a ton of them.
Got Carson Cities?
Yeah, I got some Carson Cities in there too.
You'll probably be hearing from both Dano and Jeff.
My mother-in-law, or my wife's grandma, and grandfather had a ton of them, and they didn't know what to do with them. And I told them I'd take care of them, and they were gonna take them to the bank and just trade them in. I was like, do not do that. Do not do that. So I told them I would take it, and I don't have any personal connection to them. So message me. It's all for them anyways. I'm selling them for them anyways. So yeah, shoot me a message, both of you. I'll I'm Trey Crawford on Facebook, so you can just find me on there.
So, speaking of you doing something for somebody else,
Oh yes, absolutely.
how about talking about your plan
Yeah.
for kids?
Yeah. So last year we ran a fundraiser called Clad for Kids, and we didn't know where it was going to go. We were trying to get the metal detecting community all to come together, and my initial thought was, uh, you know, if you find a bunch of coins while you're metal detecting, I don't want to get your like bag of coins, but if you take it up and tally it up, donate it to our fundraiser, like the total, and we'll see where we get. So we've been working with a nonprofit farm called America's Grow a Row, and they've donated like, I think they're up to 13 million pounds of produce for needy families and needy children. Um, and they also bring out the kids from the inner city who are underprivileged, and they teach them about farming and sustainable living and healthy eating and everything along those lines. And that farm, the creator of the nonprofit, his name's Chip. He invited us out. I had messaged him. He was like really interested in what we do. He let us metal detect his farm, and we ended up finding
Crazy stuff.
tons of colonial history. So it was the greatest. It was the greatest digs we've ever had, other than a few other hunts that we've done. But the place just continually keeps giving. We got a new farm. The one we were talking about last week is also their farm. So last year we were able to raise almost $3,000 for them,
Nice.
and it was really tough for them because a lot of their stuff is like donation based, or they have like corporate people come out and they pay for like team building events and stuff like that, and they couldn't do it during COVID, so they were really struggling. So they were really thankful for what we did, and I'll actually here. Let me post. I'm gonna post the GoFundMe in here.
Sure.
So I just put it into the chat there.
Also, don't forget to put out your Instagram and Facebook.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So really that's really important to us. We want to support the farm, not only because of what they've done for us, because they've went above and beyond and let us hunt so many different times, but what they do for families and kids in need. It's a great cause. But
They strictly grow for that.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a
any money they make goes towards feeding the needy.
yeah, so it's a non-for-profit farm. They have a lot of people that volunteer and come out and work and help with the orchards and whatnot, and they donate all their produce to bigger like organizations. Like there's one in Philadelphia called Phil Abundance. They'll donate a lot of stuff to Phil Abundance and different areas. So they're
basically they take that food and donate it to food banks and things like that around
right yeah
or a specific area, or
I think they're specific to the East Coast, because they're still relatively small, but you know what, they might, and I'm speaking out, I'm not sure, I'd have to ask Chip, but he might ship as far as the entire country. Right now I know he was just trying to expand. So but the owner is amazing, so very gracious. He started it as just a thing to do with his daughter, and then it just grew from there. So, and he's, like I said, 13 million pounds of produce. It's incredible. But
yeah, that's quite a bit.
and to find 40 colonial coins and different colonial relics on his farm, you don't get much better than that. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Get a good hunt out of it too.
Yeah, we got like tons of good hunts out of it. So that was really special to us. And what he was planning on doing before COVID hit was the kids that he was bringing out to the farm, he was going to let us do an educational session with him about metal detecting too, but that got shut down because of COVID, which really sucks.
That would be a good thing too. Get kids involved in that. I think Jocelyn. Uh,
Jocelyn Elizabeth.
yes, I think she does something with school kids in schools or something where they
Yeah.
actually give detectors away.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, we had her on the show. Not Digger Den, but Barb. Barb, every year for Christmas, she gets together a bunch of stuff for children.
Yeah, her and Lou both.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Ah.
listen, they love, like, children love metal detecting, man. It
Well,
doesn't matter
what
what
kid
you
don't
found.
like treasure?
Yeah.
Goonies. Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys. No, I mean, you can find a rusty nail and they're pumped about it, you know? So,
You know, when you know they understand that it's something that's been lost, something they found, and there's history behind it. I was going to ask you about your knowledge of history. When you were in school, were you into history?
Hell
freak,
no.
I
How about
freaking
now?
hated it.
How about now?
Love it.
Love it.
It's like the exact opposite.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's true for most treasure hunters. I know I wasn't. I liked history; it was okay, uh, but I got more into it once I started doing this.
Hmm.
Started prospecting, and you start researching, and you know, and then I mean, when you're looking for gold, you do gold research, right? Metal detecting. Now you start to look at, you know, aerial photographs, you know, from the past, and you're doing all kinds of research, looking for what you know. You look at a modern day field, then you go back into history and realize that 70 years ago there was actually a town right there. You know, and you go, oh, wow, let's go look there. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
find stuff from there. Then you go start researching more history. History. I love
Yeah.
it.
And it's, I've been actually thinking, I got my degree in education, and I've been thinking about making like I know there's certain detectorists out there that already do it, but like a lesson plan for history classes that involve metal detecting. And obviously you'd find like planted stuff, but I think it'd be cool, it's different than just reading out a book the entire time.
Well,
you
I'll do
know?
some actual field work.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's why like you get into it while you're doing metal detecting, because you get out there, you find it with your two hands, and then you do the research on what it is.
Well, when you find it with your two hands, it talks to you and says, "What am I?
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
am I from? How
Yeah.
old am I?
Yeah. No.
Why am I here?" You know?
And you're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
But I'll find out.
well, I
Like,
mean, even Rose here with her magnet fishing, pulling out crap out of the creeks and stuff, and cleaning our creeks and rivers and stuff. Even with the stuff they find, they go, "What is that? I don't know. Can't figure it out because you're finding parts and pieces."
Yep.
yeah.
And it drives you. And I suppose because you're choosing to educate yourself, it, like you said, it makes it more fun than sitting in a class and
Right.
hearing about, history that was probably rewritten anyways. So.
Hey, I tell you what, that was the easiest
What
class.
date?
That's why I liked it. Huh?
I got to memorize dates.
Yeah. Oh god. And like before metal detecting, I knew nothing about coins. I knew nothing about any kind of relics, especially Civil War related or Revolutionary War related. And really anything from late 1700s to early 1800s, my mind was blank. You know what I mean? But now I've learned so much.
Right. And the worst part about it is now that you're out here learning history, right? The real history, you think about what you were taught and you go,
Huh.
well, everything they taught me was wrong.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing. My dad was a history teacher and a historian, California historian, and Anaheim historian. He kind of got me into history, collecting, and traveling. Thanks, Dad. Love you, buddy. But He told me there's always two sides to history, and you read the victors' side in the
Right.
books in your country. So
That's
if
right.
you want to know the truth, you have to dive into both sides.
That's true.
Point.
Yeah.
So, Joe, do you have a YouTube page or a Facebook page?
We all pretty much go off the same thing.
You all do the same. All right.
Yeah, he has a. You have an Instagram at least that you post on.
Yeah, but it's the same stuff you post, so.
There's our Instagram. I just posted that. Joe, also you have a TikTok too, Joe.
I do have a TikTok.
Don't forget about your TikTok.
Yeah, Joe's on TikTok. I believe I'm following him.
That's right. TikTok is good, man. It's
Everybody thinks TikTok is like this kiddie thing, and I got to tell you, I've been on it for probably 3 months, and I have met so many amazing detectorists from all over the world through there. It's insane.
I like TikTok, but I'm getting a bunch of weird follows from Greeks and Russians for some reason. I don't know why.
You colluded with them.
Who you been talking to? Who you been talking to, Ed?
They just pop up.
I don't talk to them.
Ed, are they asking you for naked pictures again?
They
Just
don't
tell
want to
'em no.
see this naked. No.
Don't worry, people. I protect Ed.
Give them a good laugh.
That's funny. No, it's like the one of the fastest and largest social medias now. So I mean,
Yeah,
why not?
Relevant, yeah.
Yeah.
I have
So,
fun with it, actually.
it is fun. Yeah, it's fun.
Until you like look up at the clock and it's 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
and you're like,
exactly.
Yeah, watching all the videos.
You're in trouble.
Bob
Yeah.
Drake, not during the show, Bob and Dennis.
Uh-oh.
Just messing. They want a side chat over at goldprospectorspace.com. I just had to give them a hard time. Keep this window open, though, guys.
Oh god.
Is it that private that they can't chat in front of us?
Share it with everyone.
Apparently.
Secrets don't make friends. That's all I gotta
Maybe
say.
he's saying, oh, Bob's like, he's excited they found something other than wood on Oak Island.
That shit will never end.
Just
Maybe Bob
kidding,
went-
Bob.
Maybe Bob went out today and didn't find his square nail.
Bob does really good on his silver dimes. I tell you, up there in Maine. I'm unsubbing that. Oh, thanks for the love, brother.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh shoot.
So,
Yeah.
where we at?
Yeah, what else you got? Does anybody else have any questions for us?
Ed, I was waiting to get hammered. You told me you were going to hammer me. You haven't said a word.
Oh yeah, get him, Ed. Get him.
All right, Jesse, Rose, Hammer Joe.
Oh, well, there are some in the chat, but we can search through those.
Hoax Islands. Yeah, you're right. Hoax.
Yeah, Hoax Island.
Now, either one of you, Joe first. What was your scariest experience while out detecting?
We've been asked this question before. I don't really think I haven't really had a scary experience detecting.
Snakes or dogs or.
I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years. That stuff doesn't scare me.
Wicked old women with
That don't scare me
broomsticks.
either. I was in the Marine Corps for 8 years.
All right. I had a feeling you'd been in the service.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a haircut or just the fact that you just sit there.
No, it's the haircut. It's the Marine Corps.
Thank you for your service.
Welcome. Yeah, no, I mean, we've been asked this question before. I have never, ever, I can't. Wild animals, I mean, that doesn't bother me either. Nothing. Yeah,
Well, Joe, what does scare you?
nothing really.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's afraid of the dark.
I'm afraid of Mark Thomas.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing I think.
Oh, that's funny. I have had one weird like experience metal detecting. I don't know if it was scary, but it was like really strange. So I was hunting this like downtown park, and it was already a sketchy area, but I didn't have anywhere else to go. So I was hunting it, and I go into this wooded part, and then I see this this weird thing that someone had made hanging from one of the branches, and then as I'm swinging, I move along, and this person had made this like big like almost like enclosure with sticks and stuff like that, and then inside the enclosure was a inflatable doll.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird. That's creepy.
Yes.
That's creepy.
And the doll was one of those specific use dolls that
Oh, huh.
yeah. So, and it still had air in it, so I
What?
walked out of there.
About Mark Thomas's Playhouse.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Mark Thomas was hanging out in the woods there for a little bit.
When you first saw it, did you think maybe it was like a dead body? Like
I thought it was a person there, and then I looked. I was like, okay, that's way grosser than a dead body. I don't know where that one's been. So yeah, yeah. Willie said sounds like a Wiccan. I was thinking something along those lines because there were like I don't really know what they were, but it was like some vines like tied together and stuff like that were hanging from the trees too. So I decided to get out of there.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
So was it kind of like quarter hoarders Wiccan find?
Not as cool. Not as cool. His was pretty cool. And before I'd ever met Jason, I saw that video and I was like, I need to see more of this. So that was a pretty cool
It's pretty strange some of the things you find out in the middle of nowhere in the woods.
It really is. Yeah.
Did they get there?
Yeah.
I always ask why.
Yeah.
I want to know why.
Why this spot? What were you doing here?
Yeah, right.
Super
Maybe
weird and
Dennis
cringe.
Dayton was out there prospecting.
Yeah.
If people get instant messages from him, they'd understand. Just kidding, DD.
When you got to block a friend. Because he just grossing you out.
Sometimes, but I heard pain.
Oh, that was nice. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jason. Where's that at? There you go.
Get some rest, man.
Thanks for the super chat.
I like his logo.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
He's got some good merch too that goes with it.
Oh, too bad I didn't get one of those stickers in time.
I look like Mally Man.
Good night. Good night, Jason.
I think I brought them with me to Flash Bash and then forgot to give them to you guys. I had a stack of them.
And you still
did I pass them out? Did I pass them out? Did I do that or did I forget?
I don't know.
I don't know. What'd you do?
You might have forgot.
I think I forgot. I passed out some stuff.
I don't remember seeing that in my pile of stickers that I got. I got a pile of stickers.
So many new. My tables. I keep them on my right side, and I could barely fit them all up on the side of the table.
I think I still got some on the car.
I think with all these channels, stickers has become like trading cards.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
They're so cool. I love stickers. I got a bunch right here, actually. Who do we got here? Oh, Steve Detector's rods. I have some of ours. If anybody wants some of ours.
Yeah, we love doing trades.
We'll take 5.
You guys want some?
Yeah.
Some right there.
We'll send them back.
Yeah, I'll send you guys some. Shoot me over a message with the address to send them to. I'll send you a bunch.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, guys. So here's another hypothetical as we get close to the end of the show here.
Wow.
No money problems, no restrictions. You can do whatever you want. Where would you go to detect?
Joe?
Ooh, probably Ireland. Either Italy, one or the other.
Anything specific you're looking for?
Not really. It's just a lot of time. Excuse me. Italy, you really can't detect there, so that'd be kind of nice to just have free reign and just do your thing.
Just because you can't, you want to.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I would have thought maybe like Germany or something, go look for weapons and stuff.
I've seen enough of that stuff in my life. I don't need to see that anymore.
I think Ireland, just to be in Ireland and be in that area, yeah, just to be there. Yep.
Listen, I mean, there's just you just don't know.
Yep.
Plot me in a field, I don't care. Just give me a detector, let me go.
Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. I support it.
Yeah, I think in my most memorable hunt, I went to a detectival that was in right outside of London in the UK. Again, the most memorable trip of my entire life, you know, and they have so much history. You can find medieval, you can find Roman, you can find 1800s, 17. People were finding copper coins like it was like normal, right? 1700s copper coins. They're like, oh, that's another largie or whatever, you know. It's like, oh,
Or a ham.
shit, I die for that. Yeah.
Roman herd of coins. Oh wow, big deal.
But if I could go back and do that again, if I could just do that every single day, I would love it. When we went there, the detectival that we went to, there was this huge, beautiful valley. And I went with my dad actually as a father-son trip, and we were on the side of the hill, and he had just found this 16. It was a 1600s coin, and we had never seen it before. And down in the middle of the valley, probably 50, 75 yards away, people started cheering, and they ended up finding a hoard there of like 600 silver, 600 silver hammered coins and like 20 gold coins. So I was like, shit, Dad, you made me go the wrong way. So.
When you ask that question, Rose, you should see all the answers in here.
Yeah,
there's some cool ones in there. I was watching that too.
What an idea. You know.
I'm going to read you guys this. Oh, let me find it here.
But I like Australia myself for the gold.
Yeah, Australia.
Mark Thomas said, how many YouTubers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just 4. 1 to do it, 1 to film, and 2 to design the stickers.
That's right.
That's really funny.
Funny.
Thomas.
Funny.
People said Egypt. That's a good one too. That would be neat.
Yep.
Egypt. How much metal would there be in Egypt, though?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Gold.
They had a lot of gold in Egypt.
Lots of gold.
Look inside one of those big triangles. One of those, they call them, I think, a pyramid.
Those weird things.
Yeah.
Oh,
there might be some in there.
Moto mining, Spain would be good too. I'd love to find a Moorish relic there. Yeah, the Moors, they ruled Spain for a long time.
That's a Mark Thomas special background right there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Mike.
D says money was made of bronze. At one time, money was made out of beads.
Oh my gosh.
And I got them, and Melly texting with Randy says he'd like to go to a World War or a Germany World War battlefields.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, some of the stuff the Germans and the Polish pull out are crazy.
I'd like to magnafish there for sure.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah. One of the first YouTube people I watched, did you ever watch Deep Digger Dan? Did you ever see him?
Yeah.
He did a lot of World War I, World War II areas, and he found like incredible things back from those wars. And that's really what kind of got me interested in it. And then I started finding out about the the colonial history and stuff like that we had on the East Coast. And But Deep Digger Dan, I don't know if he even has a channel anymore. Yeah, Mark said, "Come on, get in." He screamed at it. He's like, "Come on, get in!" Every time he would find something. But it was fun to watch. He was a fun one to watch.
River Sticks says
Oh.
Deep Digger Dan has a channel still. Trade Trolls
Oh, he got a channel. Good for
RV
him.
channel.
Huh.
Huh.
Good for him.
Oh,
See?
Travel Trolls.
Travel Trolls. Oh, that's cool. He had a really good personality, so I could see that.
Trav Trolls RV channel.
I've seen Travel Trolls around in the
Oh, I
YouTube
actually-
hemisphere. Huh. Yeah.
Well, what else? You guys got anything else?
What else? What else? See how I told you 2 hours is about right, huh?
Yeah.
It goes
I
quick.
didn't think I would survive, but we did it. We did it.
2 hours goes by pretty quick,
Mhm. Yeah.
As long as you keep the questions coming.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm good.
Dead air is always bad air.
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
So, hey, it's past 10 o'clock. We did go over in overtime. And I know everybody's got things to do tomorrow.
I got work due at midnight, so.
Yes, Willie, they have magnets for magnet fishing. I believe I heard Trey say that.
Yeah, we do have a magnet fishing rig. We haven't found anything cool yet, but
It's coming. It'll come.
yeah. Like I said, we're in New Jersey, so there's a lot of sketchy rivers over here that definitely have some stuff in there worth pulling out.
Even some
Now,
of your older areas, so you've got the sketchy factor, which is always great. Everybody wants the guns, but I'm particularly fond of when we hit areas where clearly families have been dumping for generations. And even though, like you said, they may not be very valuable, to find some of that history is so exciting. It's so much fun.
Yeah, no, that's another thing is we have some older areas with ponds and
Yes.
older little rivers that are going through, and we just drool at the fact, and we for some reason we're like, okay, we'll bring the magnet. We bring the magnet, and then we end up metal detecting all day, and then we don't do the magnet, and it's just like, dang, what are we doing?
That's how it goes.
Yeah. So, beware of the Jersey Devil. His name's Joe.
That's me.
He's a Jersey Devil.
Live in Connecticut.
Yeah.
Bill, it wasn't an hour, it was 39 minutes, roughly, give or take. But yeah, I have to wake up early. At least I don't have an hour commute tomorrow. Joe, Trey, thank you for joining us. It's been great having you on. And
Yeah, thank you for having us. This was fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. I know we did, or I did. You guys?
I did.
Great time. Yeah, great time.
Excellent. I hope all of you out there did too. And
Joe loved it because he was out of the hot seat all night.
That's okay. We put the fire on Trey a little.
I wanted Joe to get more of the crap. That's for sure.
Here's the reality, Trey. You love it.
Huh?
You love sitting there and talking just like me.
Oh, the thing is I can give smack right back, which is that's what I love doing. If I get smack, I'll give it right back to you. That's for sure.
I watched your live shows. And I said I shouldn't have watched it.
Oh God. Well, maybe you can come on, and that way I don't have to talk as much.
Yeah, but I got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Usually what happens, Jess.
Yeah, right, Jess. Yeah, right.
You're too old to have nothing to say, old man.
No, I appreciate you guys having us on.
No, it was our pleasure, dude.
For
It was
sure.
fun.
Definitely.
Because it's fun because we get to meet other people doing the same type of stuff that we're doing.
Yeah.
You're looking for different treasure. We're looking for certain type, but we do dab in all of it because we're just, I guess, natural treasure hunters.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. I mean, if you treasure hunt for one thing, anything else that's a treasure, you have a tendency to go towards it. You have a little interest. Something may click, and you may go, "Oh, I'm done with it. I'm doing this."
Right. Yeah.
You know,
Is this something else I can be addicted to?
That's the problem. You get so hooked on it once you find something. That's
right. Then more money.
Well, if anyone's in the chat's interested in more metal detecting stuff, feel free to come over and visit us.
The link to Copperhead MD is down in the description. If you're not yet subscribed, head over there, show them some flash fam love.
That's right.
You guys are on every Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Every Wednesday at 8.
Wednesday.
That's right.
8 o'clock.
I got about 3 videos in the hopper too, so I've just been editing and I'm so busy. But we got three videos.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, I do this with Kevin.
Oh no!
It's in editing, Jesse.
What did I start? Did I start something bad?
Editing.
No, how do you edit a 3-minute video?
Do what?
How do you edit a 3-minute video or a 54-second video?
Oh,
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, especially if you're making TikTok videos. You'd be surprised how long it can take.
Yeah, you can do a lot of stuff. I've only done a couple. I've posted a couple of shorts or whatever that they've introduced to YouTube. That's tough. There's not much you can do with that. But
that one that you showed, the one that was like 54 seconds.
Yeah.
Start rubbing whatever it was that you found. You're just getting ready to reveal it. Boom, it's done.
The shorts are kind of a gimmicky thing that are,
tease them. Yeah.
Yeah, that are kind of like they're trying to obviously fight with TikTok with that kind of but 99% of our videos are all edited like 30 to an hour minute, however long our hunts are. So, but yeah, I think I've posted 2 shorts that are just like, and that's why I don't post a bunch of them because they just get on my nerves to post too. So I put a couple out there, but yeah, but those shorts are already posted in like regular videos. It was just a little cut piece of.
Right. Oh damn.
Now, do you pin a link to the full feature on those shorts?
No, I haven't, but that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Go to your comment. Put a link to the full feature.
I just thought it was just.
Yeah, to drive traffic to the other one. That's a good idea. I haven't done it. I was literally just for those 2. I think I did 2 shorts. For those 2 shorts, I was just seeing what shorts was about. That's all I did. A 3. You know my channel better than I do. So.
I think everyone should play a little with shorts.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, they're good, and they were getting pushed out quite a bit.
Right.
Yeah, if you put a description to the video they're from, then I could have gone there and watched the rest of it.
Okay, I suck. I get it. I'll fix them.
All right, on that note.
Constructive criticism.
I love it. No, I love it.
On that note, if you 2 want to hang out for a minute for post, you're more than welcome. I know it's late, everybody. Thank you for going into overtime with us. You, the Flash fam, are why we're here every Tuesday night after digging with Deej and the Jersey History Hunters. Speaking of digging with Deej, she's our guest next week. She'll have a double header for herself next week. So I'm looking forward to that show.
Handle that a double header, one right after the other.
Well, at least she has Audra and Rach in between. They must not have had a show tonight.
And it got canceled.
Shame on them. Audra of all people. You know, Audra, the show must go on, girl.
We hung out with it. Was that last year at it? or at
Gold Rush days.
they were fun,
They joined us in the flash camp.
right?
Yeah,
they
it
came
was great.
some prospecting and took home a metal detector.
Yeah, they won a Equinox 600 during the night hunt. And so Audra and Rach was happy about that. They found some gold, had a great time. They had a good road trip that year, or last year. But on that note, I'm glad I took a nap, or I'd be pulling a Rich Cooley right now. All right. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, may you always have a flash in your pan.
You know what he's gonna say next.
That's right, Rose, because it does happen. Ask Heavy Meadow, whatever his name is now.
Meadow.
Heavy Meadow, ask JP, ask Deej, ask Rose. It happens. Maybe one day too, we'll meet you on the river or in the field or woods, wherever the case may be. Good night, everybody. God bless. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hi, guys.
Bye. Good
See
night.
ya.
Hey, Luke, JP,
Wayne,
thank you for the wonderful-
Terry, thanks, mate. Mark Thomas, thank you.
Daily
JP,
media. Night.
River Sticks.
5,
Good night,
4,
Deej,
3,
Amethyst
2,
Angel.
1.
Thanks for the super chat, bud.
Patrick.
Night, Lee. See you next week.
Lurker.
About time, Patrick.
He's
Hey,
been lurking. He's a lurker.
Earth Radio was MIA. Someone bill him.